Okay, y'all, I'm here fletching some arrows today. I got my Bitzenburger dial of fletch. Pretty solid. My opinion, it's the best one going. I wanted to give a few tips for guys that maybe haven't been fletching arrows very long or maybe never fletched your arrows at all. I mark my clamps. I always take, if it's just a standard hunting arrow or something I shoot for 3D or something, I always go to this arrow. If it's a flu, I give myself a little bit more room and I go to that other mark. So mark your clamp, just gives you a clean reference so all your tails line up and all your tips line up. The next thing I do is, I've been fletching arrows for 35 years and I've done it a bunch of ways, trying to run a bead of glue all the way down the feather or a vein. Sometimes that works great. If you get a little metal needle tip, you can work it down real good. But the best thing I've found over the last couple of years is just start at the tail and just put every 1/4 of an inch, 3/8 of an inch, all the way down, just put a dot of glue. Now, when I first saw somebody do this, I just clamped it like this. The glue kind of ran out. It looked like little bubbles all along the base of the feather. I take this bamboo skewer. I got toothpicks. I use toothpicks. Sometimes I use a zip tie, just whatever I got, and just smooth those bubbles out all the way from one end to the other. Now, I don't know why this makes a difference, but it gets the glue really evenly coated across the base of the feather. Now take it, if you've never used one of these, you just pop the tail down first, kind of like that, and press it down, and it works all the glue kind of up, and it makes a nice, solid, clean looking glue line. We don't have glue squirting out the sides and looking ugly. This has been by far the best way I've found to fletch arrows. This works for river cane. This works for wood arrows. These just happen to be aluminums. River cane, when we're dry fitting it, you may have to dry fit it over a bump. If you dry fit it and you glue it, it glues up perfectly. We don't have to worry about tying around on uneven spots on cane arrows. Some guys ask me about that. It works really good like that. Just give it a few seconds. I don't know if I showed you or not, but I use Gorilla Glue. It's the blue cap. I use the green cap for gluing on like tip overlays or gluing an arrow shelf on. It's a gel. That's more of a gel. This is more of your traditional style. It's a little bit thicker super glue, but it works great for this application. So we just give it a good few seconds to really dry it here. And then we can peel our clamp off. The next step, and this is just for people who don't know them. If you've been fletching as long as me and you know this, just scroll on by this one. Just put a little dot of glue on the leading edge. Just fill up, it's kind of an angled edge. Just put a little dot of glue there. Let's just make sure our tips don't come off if we pass through a target, or they don't poke our hand. Do the same thing on the tail edge. Just want to put a little dot of glue on there. I really don't necessarily see that the tail edge is a great big deal, but it just keeps it from coming off. That makes for a nice clean shaft, nice clean looking arrow. You see we got them glued down nice and even all the way around. We don't have glue squirting out everywhere. So just a couple tips on using the Bitzenburger. Another thing, you see I got blue tape up here. If you got wraps, this is metal. Sometimes you spin it around and you're not paying attention, you might scratch it. I just put a piece of blue painter's tape on mine just to keep my wraps or my cresting, my arrows from getting scratched up. So that's just a couple tips on fletching arrows with the Bitzenburger. Hope that helps somebody. Hope it encourages somebody to give it a shot. It's not rocket science. It's not hard to do, and it'll save you a lot of money in the long run if you fletch them yourself. Y'all have a great day. Shoot straight. Have fun. God bless.